And now, local sports with Dustin Nolan.
We had some great high school basketball last night, and today we've got some more high school hoops. It might be cold outside, but it's heating up inside on the hardwood, so let's get out to some of the highlights. We're going to start with Muscatine and Davenport West boys fourth quarter. Aldane Barrett gets passed down low, turns, shoots, and scores. Falcons up 51-36. Later, West on the fast break. It's going to be Aldane Barrett one more time, and why not? This kid knows how to score. It's 55-36 Falcons. Later in the fourth quarter, West working on their defensive rebounding. Jermaine Gardner gets the rebound here, takes it the other way, finishes with the basket, and gets the foul to go with it. And here we go. That makes it 59-36 Falcons. Muskies looking to answer back. It's going to be Jamie Martinez from the top of the key. Drains the three. Cuts into the lead there. But the Falcons aren't done yet. John Miller drives in. He's going to miss the basket here, but that's okay. John Thornton is going to get the rebound and the basket there as the Falcons pick up their fourth win of the year with a 70-48 win. Now let's go to some girls action. West making the trip to Muscatine, and we're in the second quarter. Zoe Long drives in here, scores 26-18 Muscatine. Third quarter, nice passing from the Muskies here. It's going to be Zoe Long in the corner, and she nails the three, 34-18 Muscatine. Later in the third, Maddie Peterson at the top of the key, drives in and gets the layup and the foul to go with it. Muskies up by 17 points now. Muskies not done yet. Maya Jensen gets the ball, and she's going to hit the jumper, and she's making it look easy out there. It's 42-19 Muscatine. More for Muscatine and more for Maya Jensen, and this time she gets a three of her own as Muscatine goes on to win this one 63-37. How about some college hoops now? Ohio State versus Illinois. First half, E.J. Liddell spots up, hits the three there. Later, Liddell with another three. Buckeyes by 15. Later in the second, Fighting Illini down 10. Ayo Dosunmu, he's going to drive in, and he's going to bank the jumper here. Dosunmu with 22 points. Illinois down 8. Later in the second, Ohio State by 11. Seth Towns gets a steal, goes coast to coast for the lay-in, and he's going to get a foul to go with it. Buckeyes by 14. Late second, and it's going to be Ohio State by 7. Liddell back down Coburn and hits the contested floater there. Liddell finished with 26 points and 7 rebounds on the day as Ohio State beats Illinois 87-81. Illinois head coach Brad Underwood frustrated with how his team played today.
We have to quit riding the emotional roller coaster that is this team right now. And it's frustrating. I wish I had the exact answer. We're going to have some very tough meetings. We got to get this figured out. And we're excellent. We're one of the best teams in the country when we play. And when we don't, it's time to put a stop to the don'ts. And we got to do that.
I feel like the team last year, even though I wasn't on the team last year, they were the hunters, and this year we're the hunted. So, just knowing we got that X on our back, the situation's flipped. And we just got to come out the same way, fearless. We got to come out hard. And I know we can do it. Like, you guys are going to see it very soon. Like, it's just that one last step for us to be that great team, I feel like we're building what a championship team needs right now. Like, we're seeing the problems, and we're going to get better.
The Big Ten has seen several games postponed in men's basketball due to COVID-19 concerns. Now some are wondering if those postponements will impact the Big Ten tournament starting on March 10th. Iowa head coach Fran McCaffrey says at the end of the day, he just hopes all the games get played.
I said from the beginning that we should never lock into a date for the tournament, because now you got to squeeze games in because teams went on pause. Like, I was against that from the beginning, and again, if we have to play the tournament in May, you play it in May. If you can play it in April, play it in April, whatever. But you get the games in. If you go on pause, you come back and you make the games up. The idea is to play the games. So I would be in favor of playing the Big Ten tournament, playing against, everything that we're supposed to play, I think we should play. And if teams have to go on pause due to the restrictions that have been placed on the time that you have to get them in, you're going to have to play 3 in a week, 4 and 7, whatever. That's just the way we'll have to do it, I guess, if we're just hell-bent on playing that Final Four when it was scheduled for. So all I've ever campaigned for is flexibility. We've got to be flexible. We've got to be able to pivot. And in order to do that, you need time. And that's why, in my opinion, the NCAA tournament and the Final Four should have been to be announced. And the key is to get there and have it. And I think we all want the same thing.
You can see Iowa take on Northwestern right here on Local 4 at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. Okay, a trip to the NFC Championship is on the line for the Packers. All that's standing in their way is the Rams. The Packers come in as the top-ranked scoring offense. The Rams are the top-ranked defense. So something's got to give, right? Well, let's go out to the game, see how they did. Rams versus Packers divisional game. For second quarter, Aaron Rodgers fires a bullet to Devontae Adams for a 1-yard touchdown. Packers lead 10-3. Next Packers drive, same score, 3rd and goal at the 1. Rodgers rolls out. He's going to take it in for a 1-yard touchdown. Packers lead 16-3 after a missed extra point. Third quarter we go. Packers up 19-10. Aaron Jones hits the hole and breaks free, trying to outrun the defenders there, and he's going to pick up a huge 60-yard gain before getting pushed out of bounds. Packers deep in Rams territory. Later in the drive, Jones punches it in from 1 yard out. Packers would go for 2 and fail. They lead 25-10. Fourth quarter, 25-18, Packers lead. Rodgers throws deep here, and he's going to find former Iowa State star Allen Lazard. He's going to take it 58 yards for the touchdown. Rodgers threw for 296 yards, 2 touchdowns, also ran for a touchdown today as the Packers win 32-18. They advance to the NFC Championship game. Here's what Aaron Rodgers had to say after the game.
So happy for our guys. Definitely a little emotional. Just thinking about what we've been through. Got me emotional with the crowd out there today. I'm just still really happy about everything that happened tonight.
And the Packers will face the winner of the Bucs and Saints game. That game will be played tomorrow afternoon. And Eric, I know you had a couple guys on the Packers team on your fantasy team. How'd you guys do today?
Well, looking pretty good. I mean, the Packers getting a big victory. A lot of people in the Quad Cities are very happy watching that game.
Including your wife. She said she's a big Packers fan.
She is, and yeah, the Packers are looking good. Aaron Rodgers is just continuing the roll. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, Dustin, thank you. Now, coming up, how one Girl Scout is selling big during the pandemic. We'll tell you about it next on Local 4 News at 10.